What is going on, guys? PaPaSea back with the Duel Links video for you guys. I know it's been a while since I made a Duel Links video, but I play a ton of Duel Links. I've gotten back into it last week. I haven't played for like 2 months, and I absolutely love this game. Want to make videos on it. If you enjoy it, you want to support the channel, make sure you click the like button because one like helps tremendously. So getting into this video, the point of this video is I want to show a more budget-friendly Geargia deck. As I'm sure you guys are aware, Geargia from the newest set, one of the best decks in Duel Links right now. However, it's a pretty expensive deck to build because the optimal deck runs 3 Ties of the Brethren, which is an ultra rare from an older set. It's really not... It's pretty difficult to get all those ultra rares for a deck like this, so I want to make a more budget-friendly deck. This deck you can pretty much build by opening the box once. Now, I'm not necessarily a free-to-play player. I consider myself more of a budget player, so if you're willing to spend a few extra dollars, you're willing to spend some money on the sale, like the 3 packs, 1 SR, those type of things, this is definitely the deck for you. Now, of course, it's not fully optimized. I'm still playing around with it. I have been doing pretty well on the KC Cup ladder in Stage 1. I've used this deck pretty much exclusively up until, like, Duel Links level 15, start at Duel Links level 5, which isn't that bad, I guess, so going to the video, I'm not going to explain too much how Geargias work other than the fact of their effects pretty much rely on having another Geargia monster on the field. For example, let's say you have Geargia Attacker, which destroys spell and traps, and you have a Geargia Anchor on the field, which destroys monsters. If you have one other Geargia face up and you flip up your Geargia Attacker, you can destroy 1 set spell or trap card on the field. If you have a face up Geargia Attacker and you flip up your Geargia Anchor, you can destroy 1 monster on the field. Very, very good cards. Definitely more of a control-based deck. Now, once you run Ties of the Brethren in this deck, which is definitely more optimal build, this deck becomes a little bit more complicated. The way that I have it set up now is definitely a more beginner-friendly deck. It's very beatdown oriented. You just set, flip, set, flip. So go over the deck, 2 Geargia Attacker. If you open the box once, you get 2 of these, which is pretty nice. 1 Geargia Accelerator. Not too many people play this card. It's a pretty decent card, especially if you don't have Powerful Rebirth. Now, I have Powerful Rebirth. I'm just not playing it because I haven't tested it out yet. But basically what this does, you control a Geargia, you can special summon this. Let's say you have a Geargia Attacker from a previous turn and another Geargia in your hand, like a Geargia Attacker, or excuse me, let's say you have a Geargia Anchor on the field from a previous turn, you have Geargia Attacker in your hand. You could summon the Geargia Attacker, special summon the Geargia Accelerator, flip Anchor face down and face up again, and destroy 2 cards in the field, which is pretty nice. 3 Geargia Arsenal, pretty standard to fish out your other Geargias. 2 Chalice, because I just feel like you pretty much need to play this card in this meta. That's the one unfortunate thing about this meta is, you know, this card's not exactly free to play. It is just an SR, and you only need 2, but if you don't have this, you could get it with Divine Wrath, which is a UR, so it's harder to get. Either way, I feel like a card in your deck to get rid of monster effects is very important when Sylvans are running around. Next up, 3 Super Rush. Not a lot of people play this card, and you can definitely make the argument it's not that good in this deck. If you don't have this card, I forget the name of the card, but it's from a previous set. I'll put a picture on screen if I remember. It's a trap card. It like increases your defense. That card actually works pretty well in Geargias from what I've heard. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those because I never opened a pack from that box, but if you don't have Super Rush, you can definitely put those in. I personally love Super Rush. I feel like a lot of decks can just be really good just by adding 3 Super Rushes. Like, if you want to play 6 Samurais, just add 3 Super Rush and it'll work out for you. 2 Econs, again, you can play 3 if you want. Econ's pretty good this meta. Only 2 Pulse Mines because I only have 2. Again, if you have 3, let's say you don't have Super Rush, you can replace the Super Rush with the 3rd Pulse Mines. Very good card if you have a face-up Geargia Anchor or any Geargia monster. Unfortunately, that have to be face-up, so it is a little bit tricky, but it's such a great card. And then last but not least, Curse of Anubis and Windstorm. I basically run 4 Pulse Mines in a sense. So, this deck, like I said, it's a more beginner-oriented deck. I'm not playing a lot of the cards that make the deck more complicated, like Ties of the Brethren, because it's expensive, and I'm also not playing a lot of the cards. There's a few different cards that do this, but cards that flip face down, face up, and stuff like that. You can play those if you want. I just don't play them. Other options you can consider if you have them. Powerful Rebirth, obviously, great card in this deck. Great card in like any deck nowadays. Powerful Rebirth has just become such a great card lately. And it's a pretty old card at this point too. Floodgate Trap Hole, not as good as it used to be, but in this deck you can get away with it because if you flip their monster face down, you can just destroy it next turn with your Geargias. Divine Wrath, like I said, if you don't have Chalice, or if you prefer Divine Wrath over Chalice, up to you. I personally prefer Chalice. And Geargia MK2, I played this when I only had 1 attacker, and it really wasn't that bad. What it does, when it's normal or flip summoned, special summon 1 Geargia from your graveyard in defense position. It's not bad, helps you swarm the field. I think, in total, Geargia Accelerator is better, but you can try this card out. It's not horrible. Obviously, in the TCG, it's better because Exceeds are a thing, but this in TCG. So, extra deck doesn't matter. Just fire random fusions because why not? So, let's get into some matches, show you guys how this deck works. Like I said, very beginner-oriented, very simple deck to play, and a lot of fun, too. Alright, so we got our first match here against somebody who looks like they're in gold. So not the best opponent. As you can see, I haven't played in a while. It faded away kind of quickly, but I had 3 King of Games, and I stopped playing D-Rank to Platinum, didn't play the next one, D-Rank to Gold, and here we are today. Still in Gold, unfortunately. So, lose and we go down. Okay. So we go first. I'm also playing Restart. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. 28 cards. Yeah, definitely want to restart this hand. I like restarting this deck. I know a lot of people tend to play Balance in Geargia, which is fine too. I feel like it's more preference. I've always, ever since the Balance nerf, I've always preferred restart over Balance. This hand is definitely a lot better, especially since we're going first. Very simple. Protect the castle type deck. You know, summon your monster, and you have 3 cards here to protect it. Ideally, I want to draw a monster next turn. I'll set the Pulse Mines. I tend to prefer to activate Pulse Mines in front of things like Curse of Anubis or Econ, because you're not always guaranteed to have a machine monster on the field, and Pulse Mines you have to have a machine monster on the field, so that's why I didn't set the Econ there. I'd rather just Pulse Mines and save the Econ for maybe an Econ take next turn. Could potentially win with the Econ take next turn, depending on what my opponent does. I'm guessing it's some sort of weird hazy variant with 28 cards. Oh, it's Sylvan. With Aroma Strategy. I've never seen that. Alright, I'll let that go through. I can't do anything about that. Very interesting. I have heard of like a Sylvan Hazy deck, so it could be that. Although I don't think that deck plays 28 cards. I don't know. We'll see. So there's the Sylvan. Yeah. Econ. I mean, I guess Aroma Strategy is okay in Sylvans, because you can see the top card, and then... I don't know. I don't really see the point of it, if I'm being honest. Because you're almost always mill more than 1 card anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference. I don't know. Alright, so she adds this one to her hand. I'm not gonna lie, I just got back in this game about a week ago. I don't know 100% what every Sylvan card does. Haven't really encountered that many Sylvans, to be honest. So 2 sets, and that's it. Okay. If I draw a monster, I can win next turn. Depending on what the sets are. Geargia Accelerator. So this thing, I could special summon it, but in this particular situation, I'd rather normal summon it. Because if you special summon Accelerator, it goes to defense mode. So definitely want to normal summon in this situation. So anything? Do you have a response? Anything? Nope. Okay. So I can't win this turn, unfortunately, because I don't have enough damage on board. Even if I Econ take. So I'm just going to use Geargia Anchor's effect here. And see what she wants to do. Alright. So let's just flip the face up. So 2 set cards are interesting. Now I know it's a 28 card deck, but still. Sylvans don't usually play that many back row cards. I've seen Sylvans play like literally 1 or 2 back row cards. No, it's not activate anything here. Alright, so let's destroy the Martial Leaf. No response. Okay. So I'm gonna still hold... Actually, I'm gonna set the Econ. Yeah, there's really no point to hold on to it at this point. Because if she gets... I forget the name of the Sylvan, the one that destroys back row. I'd rather have 3 on board, so that way... Does that make sense? I'd rather have 3 card sets to destroy something. So that way I have more options for later on in the game. So, could be Wall of Disruption. She definitely has something. She lets it go through. I'm guessing it's an Econ. And she's just going to Econ my Anchor here. Right? Okay. So that's fine. I think we should win this battle. Because I really don't see what she could do when I have 3 set cards. All of my set cards, too, are pretty live. Because if she tries to attack me, I can stop all of her attacks. And I have multiple options of destroying whatever monster she summons. It does get a little bit tricky if she manages to get more than 2 monsters out, because I could Super Rush and then next turn flip Anchor and destroy the other monster. But if she manages to get 3 out, I think I'm forced to like Pulse Mines and just attack over them. Alright, so there's this thing. Alright, that's fine. I think I am going to Super Rush this if she just attacks here. I'm going to attack my Anchor, right? I might as well Super Rush, yeah. Let's activate it now. What is that, Earth? Okay, Earth. Now, unfortunately, you can't see people's decks on the PaPaSea Cup ladder for some reason. I'm really curious to see this person's deck, because 28 cards Sylvan, pretty wild. I mean, I guess in theory... Oh. Okay. I don't know what that does. I know what Metamorph does, but in this situation, doesn't it just not do anything? Okay, I don't know. Maybe she thought that would make Super Rush fail to act. I have no idea what she thought would happen there. I'm pretty sure we win here now, unless she has a Sphere Karibo randomly. So, like I said, this deck very simple to play. I know I didn't really showcase it that much, but it's basically just protect anchor. You know, have more than one monster on the field and protect your anchor. And it's pretty good. Just turn this off. And that should be GG to mine. So we don't derank, which is great. Alright, let's get another battle in here. Alright, here we go. This person was in Platinum, it looks like, so a little bit better from Japan. I feel like Japanese opponents are always just better. Playing Mako, could be Flying Fish, could be Sea Stealth Attack, see that a lot. And we are going first. Okay, so like I've been saying, if you play Restart, you definitely just want either Anchor or Attacker and some defensive spell or traps in your hand. And we only have one defensive trap, but I will keep this. I'm not going to use my skill. I will keep this. And I think what I might do is I might just go Arsenal into my Attacker, just so I can destroy the Umi next turn. Because I can protect it with Super Rush, and since it's Mako, most of the cards are going to be water, unless they're playing Flying Fish. But if they're playing Flying Fish, there's no way they can get 2 monsters on board on turn 1. The only way they can get 2 monsters on board is if they play Hammer Shark, and if they play Hammer Shark, it has to be a water, I think. I'm pretty sure it has to be a water for Hammer Shark. Now, reason why I want to get rid of Umi, first obvious reason, to boost his monsters. Second one, which is really annoying, it debuffs machines. I'm at 1700 now. What gives, man? So hopefully he doesn't have Cosmic Cyclone. If he has Cosmic Cyclone, I think I just lose here. But I mean, if it's Flying Fish, you're not playing Cosmic Cyclone. And if Sea Stealth Attack, you probably aren't playing Cosmic Cyclone either. So he's thinking. Luckily, it's a 20 card deck. We don't have a 21 carder here. Or a 28 carder. 21 cards not that bad. I play that sometimes. Obviously prefer 20. But sometimes you gotta fit that extra card in and you can't take anything out. Alright, so sets 2. So if I draw the one I can special summon, I could destroy both of those, which would be a very nice pickup. Alright, so this one, I wonder, I guess that's the only monster in hand. Because if I were him, I would have searched the Legendary Ocean and summoned something else. But, did he just end his turn here? Alright. I'm gonna Super Rush here for sure. Nothing he could really do unless he has Super Rush in hand, I guess. I don't think he has anything. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. Alright. So we're in a pretty good spot here now. The only thing is, though, I think I'd rather destroy the Umi. I would rather draw a defensive card, I think. No, actually, I think I'm still better off drawing the Anchor, or the Special Summon one, because if I could draw the Special Summon one, I could destroy 2. Okay, Windstorm. This works, too. Because I have something to protect my monsters. In the event that there's a Wall of Disruption face down or something like that that could stop me. Now, one good thing about this deck in Wall of Disruption is since you flip face down, you basically reset your attack stat once you flip back up because of the way the game works, I guess. Same thing with Aliens, dude. This deck has a pretty decent matchup against Aliens because if they add counters to your... Okay, Chalice, that's fine. I'll just go to attack mode then. That doesn't really make a difference. I guess, yeah, I guess that's fine. That's okay. I wouldn't have Chalice there, but... I'll just go to attack mode now. Do more damage, okay. But against Aliens, they put counters on your face-up monsters. Once you flip face down, the counters go away. So this deck has a pretty decent matchup against Aliens, which is very nice. Although Aliens are decreasing popularity, they're a relatively budget deck, so you're still going to see them pretty commonly on the ladder. So there's that. Alright, so I'm guessing you have to have an Econ? Yeah, I would not have Chalice there if I didn't have a set card that I wanted to activate. Because, like, I can understand activating Chalice to prevent me from destroying the other set card. That makes sense, but you don't even activate the other set card, so I don't really understand. Unless it's Sea Stealth Attack? I guess that's it. It has to be Sea Stealth Attack. Alright. Gishki Chain. Your top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 ritual monster or ritual spell from your hand. Also that place any remaining cards at the top of your deck in any order. Okay. I think I tried building a Gishki deck before the rituals came out, when they had like the Water Tower event, and I don't think I used this card. I don't think it was out yet. I know. I loved Gishis in TCG, but unfortunately in Duel Links they're not the same. So yeah, he really can't win here because I just Windstorm, and even if he sets another card, I could destroy 2. So yeah, let's turn the toggle to auto. So he's just gonna attack. Alright, no point in messing with the toggle, just activate it now. It doesn't make a difference here with Windstorm. Luckily it's an effect monster. You know, sometimes people play around Windstorm and it's really frustrating because it's like, why? Like, of course you play around Windstorm when I have Windstorm, but when I don't have Windstorm, you don't play around it. Alright, so let's draw here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we win here. You know, very simple deck, just protect the castle. Obviously, like I've been stressing this whole video, Ties of the Brethren would be nicer, So you can definitely have more explosive plays. Puts you... The deck, once you play Ties of the Brethren, it becomes a more combo-oriented deck rather than a defensive deck. And I feel like Geargia was more so designed to be more defensive. So it's two completely different... Okay, you chalice me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, my dude. I could econ take if I wanted to, but there's no point. Like, if I were him, I would have just activated chalice on the anchor. Because only one anchor can activate, right? Yeah, I can't activate the other anchor, I just summoned it. So I don't really understand that play. Very weird play. But we should win here, unless he has Karibos in hand. Although, who plays... Why can't I flip it? Oh, that's the one I just summoned, isn't it? Okay, I think I messed up there. I think I messed up there, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, okay, that was the one I just summoned, not the other one was the one I just summoned. It's fine. Because we still win here. We just got some style points because we we flipped our monster face down. We didn't need to. Alright, so down goes your chain. Gonna set my econ now. And that should be GG. Tomato Tsunami. There we go. Simple as that. Just protect your monsters. Keep flipping them. Just keep protecting your monsters and attacking. Unfortunately, Umi was a problem, but we still were able to win, so that's pretty nice. So that's going to be it for today. I'll give you one last look at the deck in case you guys want to see it. Very fun deck. Very simple to play. Pretty cheap to build. Like I said at the start of the video, you can replace certain cards with what you have. It's all preference. You can play Restart. You can play Balance. You can play whatever skill you want that works. So that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more Duel Links content, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll definitely upload more Duel Links. I'm still going to do Pokemon, of course. I'm not quitting Pokemon. Last time I uploaded a Duel Links video, people thought I quit Pokemon. That's not the case. Just leave a comment down below if you liked it. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later, and bye-bye.